To create a rubric in Brightspace, first, go to the course where the rubric is to be created. Go to the Assessments button on the navigation bar, and then select Rubrics. Once the Rubrics page is loaded, start by clicking New Rubric. The first thing to do is to give the rubric a name and ensure that the status is on Published if you intend to use this immediately in your course. You have two options for rubric setup: Analytic, which is the classic criteria, and then various levels of scores, versus Holistic, which is an overall assessment of the entire assignment. While the initial setup for an analytic rubric contains 3 criteria and 4 levels, we can adjust this using the Add Criteria button on the bottom or the Add Level button on the right or the left side, depending on where you want it. We can also remove a criteria or level by clicking on the trash bin next to either of them. This creation area is very easy to use. You simply click on what you want to edit and you enter the information that you want. As well as adjusting the points as necessary. In these areas here, you can specify what constitutes an excellent structure or a very good structure. The initial feedback area is where you can start to type in your feedback. So what will happen is when you're grading with this rubric, the initial feedback that you put in here will show up and then you can continue it. So for example, under the very good category for structure, so if I leave that in there like that, if I select very good for someone and I go to add a comment, I can immediately start typing how they can improve to achieve an excellent. Further down the page, you can adjust the overall score. So with this current setup, an 8 or above is a very good, whereas an 11 or more is excellent. So depending on the options that I choose when I'm grading, it will automatically calculate the overall score that the student will achieve. I can see here that is also out of 12 based upon the number of points inside each criteria. At the bottom of the screen, we have the options area, which allows you to adjust the visibility of the rubric. 3 options are available to you. Rubric is always visible to students. Rubric is hidden from students at all times. Or is hidden until you publish your feedback to the student. Now, to attach the rubric into either a Dropbox or a grade item, first go to Assessments, Dropbox, and now choose the assignment which you wish to attach the rubric to by selecting the drop down and then go to Edit Folder. Scrolling down, I'll reach the Evaluation Feedback area, and there's an Add Rubric button here that I can choose. So selecting that, I'll see any rubrics that I've created. I can click on the checkbox to the left and then Add Selected. So I can see the rubric has now attached to the assignment, and I can save and close.